Shalom and good evening. This is TV7 Israel News, broadcasting to you from Jerusalem. And in today's top stories, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu offered Israel's condolences to the victims of the heinous terror attack in London, vowing to stand by Britain in defeating those behind it. Iraq's US-backed Air Force provides aerial support to the Iranian-backed popular Mobilization forces as the Shi'ite militias drive out the Islamic State from the town of Baj on the Iraqi border with Syria. Iranian Supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei lashes out at the United States for backing its regional arch-rival Saudi Arabia, declaring that even with the multi-billion-dollar arms deal, Saudi aspiration of a Sunni-Muslim dominated region will utterly fail. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu arrived in the African state of Liberia for a one-day visit yesterday, during which he attended a gathering of the Economic Community of West African States as a guest speaker. In his address to the West African Forum, Prime Minister Netanyahu declared Israel's paramount desire to strengthen Israel's relations with the continent, which the Israeli leader emphasized had incredible potential.
Today we seek to share our experience with the governments and peoples of Africa. ECOWAS' mission is to increase peace and prosperity by harnessing Africa's vast resources. I came to Africa last year, to East Africa. I saw these resources firsthand. I saw diversity and richness. I saw passion and productivity. I saw young African entrepreneurs who are building companies harnessing the power of the digital age. Africans are seizing the future. Israel wants to seize this future with you. You truly have no better partner for this mission than Israel. I come here as an expression of a simple truth. Israel is coming back to Africa, and Africa is coming back to Israel. I believe in Africa. I believe in Africa. I believe in its potential, present and future.
Prime Minister Netanyahu, who held several meetings with African leaders on the sidelines of the conference, said one of his main objectives was to reduce the number of 54 African countries that represent the basis for the automatic majority against Israel in the United Nations and other international forums. Meanwhile, during the Prime Minister's address, Netanyahu also took the opportunity to offer Israel's condolences to the victims of the heinous terror attack in London, vowing to stand by Britain in defeating those behind it, and urged other countries to join in the battle to defeat terrorism faster.
In recent hours, another terrible attack was launched on innocent people in the heart of London. We condemn it. We send our condolences to the British people, and we pledge our commitment to fight this scourge that knows no bounds. These terrorists worship death. They murder indiscriminately, but they will not frighten us. They will not terrorize us. They will only harden our resolve to defeat them. And together here in Africa, in the Middle East, and Europe, everywhere, together we will defeat them faster.
This terror attack occurred on London Bridge when 3 Islamic terrorists ran their vehicle into pedestrians, after which they continued to London Brewer Market, where the terrorists attacked civilians with blades and knives before getting shot and killed by police that arrived at the scene.
The Metropolitan Police received reports that a white van had struck pedestrians on London Bridge. It continued to drive from London Bridge to Borough Market, where 3 terrorists left the van and attacked innocent and unarmed civilians with blades and knives. All 3 were wearing what appeared to be explosive vests, but the police have established that this clothing was fake and worn only to spread panic and fear. As so often in such serious situations, the police responded with great courage and great speed. Armed officers from the Metropolitan Police and the City of London Police arrived at Borough Market within moments and shot and killed the 3 suspects. The terrorists were confronted and shot by armed officers within 8 minutes of the police receiving the first emergency call. 7 people have died as a result of the attack, in addition to the 3 suspects shot dead by the police. 48 people are being treated in several hospitals across London. Many have life-threatening conditions.
The attack occurred 5 days before Britain's parliamentary elections and was the 3rd Islamist terror attack to hit Britain in less than 3 months. Less than 2 weeks ago, a suicide bomber killed 22 children and adults at a concert by US singer Ariana Grande in Manchester in northern England. In March, in an attack similar to Saturday's, 5 people died after a man drove into pedestrians on Westminster Bridge in central London and stabbed a police officer. As in the 2 previous terror attacks, the Islamic State claimed responsibility for Saturday's incident, urging its followers to carry out more such attacks with trucks, knives, and guns against Christians around the world during the month of Ramadan. Now to Iraq's border with Syria, where the Iraqi military announced that the Iraqi Shi'ite militias operating in the border region have captured the Islamic State-held town of Baj. The militias, called Hashid Shahabi, or the Popular Mobilization Forces, are a powerful Iranian-backed group that seeks to establish a territorial connection between Syrian President Bashar Assad's forces in Syria, the Shiite forces in Iraq, and the Islamic Republic of Iran. During the Battle of Baj, the US-backed Iraqi Air Force provided cover for the Popular Mobilization Forces, granting the Iranian-backed militia a qualitative edge in the battle. The loss of the city of Baj is yet another demonstration of the weakening Islamic State as the grip of the extreme Muslim group on the Iraqi side of a northern region along the border with Syria, a desert area where the Iraqi and US officials believe the leader of the Islamic State, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, is hiding, has been weakening in the face of significant advances by the Iranian-backed forces, which are fighting alongside the government of Iraq. Meanwhile, in the Islamic Republic's capital, Tehran, Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei lashed out at the United States for backing its regional arch-rival Saudi Arabia. The strong Iranian condemnation of the US-Saudi alliance comes after Washington signed a $100 billion arms deal with Riyadh, aimed at significantly strengthening the outdated Saudi military in the midst of growing Iranian aggressions in the region. That said, Iran's Supreme Leader declared that even with the multi-billion-dollar arms deal, the Saudi aspiration of a Sunni-Muslim dominated region will utterly fail, as the Iranian-backed Shi'ite alliance will prevail.
حتی در صورتی که با این رشوه چند صد میلیاردی آمریکا را هم با خودشون همراه بکنن باز هم به نتیجه‌ای نمیرسن.
The Iranian-Saudi rivalry, in which both countries back dozens of proxies in the region, has stepped up in recent weeks, with Washington vowing to actively back its Sunni Muslim allies in the face of growing Iranian influence across the Middle East, including in Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen. Thank you for joining us. For more updates on Israel and its region, visit our website at TV7israelnews.com or join our Facebook page at TV7 Israel News. For any comments, please send your emails to israelnews@tv7.fi. Keep praying for the peace of Israel and the peace of Jerusalem. I'm Yair Pinto. Have a good evening, and we will see you again tomorrow at the same time.
In order to donate to TV7 Israel News, please follow these simple steps. First, press the Donate logo located at the bottom left side of TV7 Israel News Facebook page, or on the Donate tab at the head of the page. Then insert the amount you'd like to donate, and fill in your credit card information. Just like this. And press Review Donation and continue. After reviewing your donation details, please press Donate to finalize your donation. That's it! Your donation is now complete, and an email with your donation details has been sent to your email address. You can also print your donation receipt by pressing the link here. Thank you for supporting TV7 Israel News.